All right, so are we still buffering, Frog? Well, Dad's on his computer, but our internet. I watched our internet this morning go like this when I first got up, and it was really interesting because I edited the one video when I first got up, and I got that one uploading at 6:30 this morning, and I watched it go from like 40 minutes to upload to like 3 hours to um, then it would say like an hour and 15 minutes, and it would keep jumping, and I was already editing another video by that point to go up on my second channel. But like, for whatever reason, our internet, since we lost internet about a week or so ago, our internet's been very strange. We have a brand new modem now, and the guy, when he was here, replaced several pieces in the box outside the house because he said that it looked like they'd been hit by lightning, and they were quite burnt looking. He said why they hadn't been changed in 7 or 8 years, he didn't know, because they're supposed to be changed every 5. And we've had people out here, um, you know, within the past several years, and they've never gone to the box and checked it like he did. They usually just come in the house and they mess with the modem, and then they tell us we have too many computers on the network and all that other kind of thing. But like, this guy actually took the time to go out and look at how the box was wired to see if it was a problem there. And then come to find out, he said that they're doing like maintenance in the area where they're like taking systems down section by section or grid by grid, and they're doing rewiring and whatnot on those specific areas. And they didn't tell anybody they were doing that. They were just automatically doing it. And so we would lose internet for like most of the day. And then we would call and, or, report our internet out. And of course, there's no outages in the area. I'm like, what? So, like the last time I called, I was sick. I did it from my phone, and the lady irritated me so bad. Now this I do report. I ended up, the entire conversation from CenturyLink is here. And I saved it as a note. I copied the entire screen and pasted it into my note on my phone because, of course, I was using my phone to do the chat. But, like, I was so infuriated by the stupidity of this this woman that I saved the chat for, posterity, I guess. But so I could go back and reflect on it. But she basically said that, we had unplugged the modem from the wall, or that we had unplugged the modem from the computer, or we had chewed on like computer wire. And we have cats, and I know they chew on things. Wires, yes, unfortunately they do. Why they do it, I don't know. They're stupid. But then again, why do kids put things in light sockets? Again, we're stupid. I know my brother was usually the one sticking things in light sockets, and I was the one watching while he got zapped. So I knew not to do it. But, it's like she blamed me for their internet outage, and then they were supposed to send a tech out the next day, and the tech never showed. And I'm like, And they sent me a text and said, click this link or whatever, go to this web link and put in your either account number or your phone number. for the service address, and it will show you where your tech is located. So I did that, and they were supposed to be here by 5, but no later than 7:30, you know. And so at 7 o'clock, I'm checking, and it said that my service ticket had been canceled by the tech. I was like, excuse me? I was mad. And of course, my dad got to hear about it. And then I got back on the phone with somebody, and I was like, look, we had no phone and no internet most of the day. It came back up and then went back out, and up and down, and our internet's been shit ever since. And I asked for a tech to come out, not once but twice, asked for a tech to come out, because I wasn't going to deal with the chick who barely spoke English, who I was dealing with through the customer service chat. She wasn't making sense. And of course, everything was my fault, which is not a very good thing to tell a customer, that, you know, that it was the customer's fault that the internet was out. And then to have them cancel the ticket and not notify me that they had canceled it, and I was sick. I wanted to just go crawl in bed and die under the covers for like multiple hours, and I didn't want to deal with it. But then it was like, I called, I spoke to somebody. I was like, I specifically requested a tech, and they're like, well, do you have an outage now? I said, no. Well, then why do you need a tech? I said, because I want a damn tech to come to my house. Simple as that. Well, we have to put in a problem. I said, internet's not working. She's like, but you just said you didn't have an outage. I said, just because I don't have an outage doesn't mean the internet ain't working. And it was like trying to explain to this person in a whole other country who barely speaks English, who's reading off a screen that's, you know, got prompts and whatnot on it. And all you want is a physical human to come to your house and look at your internet and tell you what's wrong with it, because they can't do that crap over the phone. It was like pulling my hair out. So, yeah, I was like slap dab in the middle of that crap, Frog. I was sick. And that was before the majority of my voice like completely left me. So yeah, no, I was pretty sick. I mean, I still have a little bit of it hanging on. Oh, he's been over there coughing too. But anyways, okay, so 2 giveaways in December. I'll be doing the live stream Shop My Stash sometime later today, because I just woke up. So, and I think I'm going to do it a little bit differently than I have been doing them. I mean, I'll still pull stuff on camera and whatnot, but I think what I usually do when I do my Shop My Stash recap is I put all my stuff back, and then I can't remember what I've used and what I haven't used within the past couple months. So I'm going to like keep that stuff separate. And then when I go to pull for December Shop My Stash, I had a couple of ideas that I wanted to do. So like the pre-made, like the palette itself, like the singles that I wanted to start using, I think I'm going to go ahead and like pre-build those and just show you what I'm going to use. I still have to do a swatch video for the Mini Controversy palette. I haven't done that yet. I also have Blood Sugar to do a swatch video for, and then I'll do swatch comparisons against the other Jeffree Star palettes that I do own. What's the, oh, I got a comment on one of my videos yesterday about how my swatch video for the Take Me Back to Brazil palette was so relaxing that I should just go buy a whole bunch of eyeshadow palettes and do swatch videos for them, because they were super relaxing. I thought that was funny. I find them interesting. That's why I like watching them. And what I've been trying to do is use the palettes first and get at least a first impression of the eyeshadow palettes before I go and make a swatch video on it. That way I know how they perform with a brush, how they work on the eye, do they stain, things like that. That's why I'm trying to like use the palette at least once before I try and do a swatch video for it. So I wanted to get the mini controversy swatched out today, but I was just too wiped. And I didn't get a chance to get it done before I lay down. So I will get it probably filmed before the sun comes up or right as the sun's coming up, so that way I can go do video outside to show inside light versus outside light. All right, I just changed the setting on my mic, so hopefully it's only going to pick up right in front of me. Let me know if you can hear what's going on his computer over there. I might have to do something different with the mic because this mic is very sensitive. So no actual like video on the 1st, and then December 2nd is my first holiday look. And what I wanted to ask is, do you guys want me to do, okay, that's good that you can't hear that in the background. Now, of course, YouTube will probably pick it up and I'll still get a nasty gram from them, but, I have my second holiday look already edited and uploaded. It's just not scheduled yet. Like I said, holiday look number 1 is, it'll go up tomorrow, so it'll go up Monday. Then holiday look number 2, I was thinking of doing them like once a week, so that would go up on December 9th. And then the one I recorded today is actually 2 parts, so that would go up back to back. Like one day it would go up, the first part of it, and then the second part of it would go up the next day. So that would be like the 16th and 17th. And then I have like a whole bunch of ideas that I want to get done. And depending on, now that I'm not sick, I can probably crank out at least one holiday look every 2 days. And then it takes me at least a day or two. That noise is his computer. That's what you're hearing now. It was loud there for a minute. But so that was my ideas on like the holiday looks, and then I'll schedule my other videos around that. I already have the brush, like the breakdown brush video that I talk about, like my face brushes, all my eyeshadow brushes, I even go into like sponges and stuff. That is filmed. I will be editing that tonight. And Shelby from Canada, she asked that I put up, yeah, I've kind of figured you could hear it. She asked that I put up the eyeshadow brush one first. So that'll go up Tuesday. And then the video, like my first impression recap of the mini controversy palette, I've already got it uploaded. It's already edited. That should go up on the 4th. And then probably I'll do the face brush video probably the week after, so that you don't get like 2 brush videos back to back. But in the brush videos, I also did some like decluttering. It's kind of like an inventory and declutter kind of video all at once. And that was one thing I wanted to ask. Do you guys, I have a couple of these brushes that are brand new, unused, but some of them have been used. Would you guys be okay with me putting a makeup brush in a giveaway that has the potential to have been used at least once? I mean, it's been washed, but would you be okay with me putting brushes that I'm getting rid of? And it's not because there's anything wrong with them. It's because I don't use them. There's no point in me sitting on brushes and having brushes in my collection that I'm not going to use. And that's what I'm looking at. It's either list them on Depop for sale or put them in a giveaway. So I was thinking about that because I'm going to be, I have to record the clip. That'll go up separate. Like the giveaway clip will go up separate. I still have to record that. So I'm a little behind, but I can get it recorded and edited and uploaded today because it's already the 1st. So. No, I'm super anal about that. There's 4 people here, but it only shows 2 people as participants, which is odd. Now, one of them, I guess, would be considered me because, I'm on my iPad. So I'll do this. I can get my chat to pull up. So that's a comment from my second channel. So I do have it open on my iPad. So technically there's me in here twice. And then there's you, which leaves a third person that's in here that's like lingering. Because when this screen is open on my computer, it counts as 1. Oh, yuck. Oh, God. I moved the TV tray in the bathroom to put my eyeshadow palettes on today. So I had... She's like half asleep walking through here.
It's late.
Yeah, it's a little after midnight. So I put the TV tray in the bathroom and I was going to put my eyeshadow palettes on it next to where I was filming so I could just easily grab instead of have to worry about putting them on the ledge of the tub or on this kitchen or the bathroom counter, that kind of thing. And well, thankfully she didn't touch most of my brushes. Like, actually I keep them on the other side of the roll cart so that she wouldn't have had access to touch them, period. Had she gotten stuff on my brushes, I think I'd have wrung her neck. Because I don't know how I'd have ever been able to. I'd have just thrown the damn thing out. I wouldn't have even tried to sanitize it. I'd have been so grossed out by that. I'd have just probably thrown up and thrown it in the trash. I had a hard enough time when my kids were little doing diaper changes and stuff. Okay, I can't. No. I could never be a CNA. I can't. So I was very glad that my girls were pretty easy to potty train. And, it was, no, yeah, I'd definitely be in jail. All right. But yeah, I'd be looking at some serious prison time because she's 75. So it would be, elder abuse. Most comments that I get on the ASMR videos that I used to do are very sexual in nature, and I'm not going to be recording them anymore. Actually, I haven't recorded any in over 2 weeks. So any of them that are going to be going up, they're going up on my second channel throughout the month of December, and then that's it. I'm not recording any more of them. And yeah, I've gotten a lot of sexual comments on my ASMR videos. And so that's another reason why I'm not recording them anymore. Between people not watching them and the disgusting comments that I get on them that I have to keep blocking and deleting and things like that, I'm not going to deal with it anymore. I'm tired of it. I hate ASMR videos. They make my skin crawl. They make me want to go take a bath and bleach. And so what's the point in recording something that I absolutely detest? I don't understand how people find that crap relaxing. And nails on a chalkboard don't bother me. But for most people, nails on a chalkboard bothers them. or repetitive noises. Some things like that are very graining on the brain, and it's like, for whatever reason, ASMR videos do that to me. It's like nails on a chalkboard. It's like someone singing off key the entire song. It's like I want to set my skin on fire and light it on, literally light it on fire. I can't do ASMR videos. Well, I've had people ask me to eat a banana, and I don't know about you, but that is very sexually suggestive. I have had people ask me to blow my nose on camera. I have had people ask me to like play with my hair, and no, I don't, but it's okay. Frog. But like a lot of the comments that I've gotten, like I've had people that they told me they wanted to boop my nose. Oh yeah, don't even get me started with feet. I don't do weird fetishes. I don't do fetishes, period. I don't do weird or fetishes or any of that crap. Stuff drives me insane. I don't know what's wrong with people. You forget your phone? Oh. At least I don't have one of yours over here anymore. Like I gave it back. Night. I'm a doctor the turk chicken tonight. Yeah, I can't. I don't know what is wrong. I do not understand the mindset. And this is coming from somebody who has had so many psychology classes. I think at one point I was literally going nuts because I don't have that mindset. And like I've said in past live stream videos, the last few psychology classes that I took, which was like abnormal psychology and then criminal psychology, I think the way the teacher approached those classes for criminal psychology, my teacher was very specific on, they gave us at the very beginning of class, we had a person and a description and a backstory of a person. And then as we progressed through our lessons and our classes in the book and things like that, we had to use that person as a reference point. So everything that we wrote on, all of the papers that we wrote, all of the information that we gave, we had to write it based on the perspective of X person. We had to think like that person. We had to get into their head, and we had to break down why they thought the way they did. We had to look at their backstory, look at their personalities. We had to look at all of the different aspects of what made them them, and then write our papers like that. I tell you what, writing papers based on a criminal mind is enough to push anybody over the edge. How some of these criminologists really, they sit and they work and they think like these people. It makes me wonder how they're not out there murdering people. It really does, because it is astounding to me the way people think. And I'm inquisitive. I like to learn. I like to understand things and how they work and what makes things tick. But the inner workings of the mind, be it a person, a thought process, a mindset, those are very, very fascinating to me. But on the other side of the coin, it's like, ooh, how do you think like that and stay sane? I just can't. And then with abnormal psychology, you get into all of the psychoses and all things like this. You have one disease, say, take schizophrenia. Okay, you have schizophrenia with psychoses and you have schizophrenia without psychoses, which means it's now not one disease, but three. And then you take these and there's all these subcategories, because you have schizophrenia with delusions. You have schizophrenia with hallucinations, and delusions are different from hallucinations. So now you've got this one category, and you've got even more subcategories. And each of these diseases breaks down, and they label everything. They really do. They label everything, and they want to put everything in a box, but you can't always put everything in a box and put a bow on it, right? So say one person has X disorder, and then they have all of these contributing things that look like something else. So then the doctors pile on one thing after the other, and then trying to wrap your head around how they ended up with disorder 1 and how they ended up with all of these other disorders like wrapped up onto it, even though each of these issues could manifest in other ways psychologically. It's funny because one doctor can say, okay, well, they have this disorder, so this is the disease that we're going to call it. But another doctor can come in and be like, oh, well, they have this disorder, but this is the disease that is causing it. And you have so many conflicting opinions. And especially when it came to abnormal psychology, you have 5 doctors looking at one patient. One patient goes to 5 different doctors, tells them the same information, gives them all the same documentation and everything. And each doctor comes up with a different diagnosis. And that's common in the medical field. But that's why, like, if you go to a doctor, they ask what your last doctor talked to you about, or what your last doctor diagnosed you with. They don't ever want to like start from scratch and then look at what the issues are and then make an informed medical decision based on the facts. They want to base their decision on what somebody else thought. And I don't think that that's accurate. And when it comes to things like criminal psychology and abnormal psychology, that it is paramount that they go back to the basics and look at the groundwork and then go from there. They need to stop piggybacking their decisions off of another person or another person's thought process, or because my experiences say me and one other person go and we get the same degrees, we study the same thing, we target the same practice, right? I look at a patient and I'm going to be like, okay, this patient presents with this is their signs and symptoms, this is what I feel, this is whatever. The same person or the next person that has the same training as me, same everything, looks at this person and thinks about their conditions, their disorders or whatever, and they come to a completely different conclusion as to what is wrong with them that I did. And the only difference between these, my opinions and their opinions, is our background, how we were raised, what our thought processes are, how we feel about certain situations. The patient presents with the same information, but the physician makes the different choice to say, okay, they have this or they have that. And that's how it is. And because of our upbringing, because of our perceptions of things, of how we think and how we view the world is so different from person to person that it makes it hard to slap a label on something, which is why I don't like labels. You know, people ask a lot of questions about, you know, like race and religion. And now granted, race is one thing that can be DNA tested, but like religion, political beliefs, sexual preferences, who you're attracted to, that kind of stuff. All of those things can vary from person to person, even if they were raised in the same household. Say you take a twin girls or twin boys, raised in the same house, but one's gay and one's straight. Okay? That's just because they're two different individuals. But I don't like labeling things like, let's try to think of an example. Well, I don't like labels. Just leave it at that. When I tell people I don't celebrate Christmas, they're like, oh, what happened? I'm like, I'm pagan. And they're like, oh, are you a witch? I'm like, well, kind of not. And then they're like, oh, well, how can you kind of be one thing or the other? I'm like, because I'm not. either, technically. And they're like, well, that doesn't make any sense. I'm like, I'm part Native American. Oh, so you're Christian then? I'm like, no. Do you think Native Americans study Christianity? Like, they didn't even have that shit here until the settlers brought it over. So try again, rinse, repeat. But it's like a blanket term, which is paganism, is anything that is a non-Christian religion. And the thing is, Muslims are also considered pagan because they are a non-Christian religion. They don't base their religion off of Christ. So even Buddhism is under that umbrella. And it's kind of funny how some of that works. And it was really interesting to learn all that stuff in, what was it? I think it was World Religions is when I first got into that stuff. But then this was way before I went through theology school. But I think it's interesting to take a step back and look at things, especially labels. And just because I believe something different than somebody else doesn't make me bad. It just makes me different. And I think if everybody was the same, we would be hella boring, like super boring. And I don't know why anybody would want to be somebody else. It doesn't make sense to me. Just like these people that drool over celebrities, they're just people. Or people that like are fascinating about having all this designer shit. It's got a name on it. It makes it important, makes it special. Well, what makes that person more special than you? Nothing. Okay, so they designed a piece of clothing. It's probably ugly as hell. And you regret buying it, and it costs way too much money, but because it had a brand name on it or a person's name on it, it made it that much more covetable. And that, I think, is, I don't know, I guess that's where I differ from most people. I don't care what a brand is. I don't. I might not like what the brand owners have done, and this falls for clothing and or makeup. Now, there are two brands that I will never support. I will never buy anything from them again. Period. I don't care how interesting the product looks. I will never buy anything from those two brands again. And it's based off my personal perceptions, things that I have seen, things that I have read, research that I've done, not what somebody else said. Now, I look Caucasian, which is fine. I mean, you saw my dad walk by. He's like 20 sheets darker than I am. But I get blasted for supporting Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I don't know Jeffree. And I know he's a little bit younger than me. But I know what he did back in the day with the whole racist stuff that people hit the fan about. But you know what? Back then, I'm not saying that it was okay. I was just saying that it was more accepted. And that people didn't get all butthurt about it. Was it wrong to do a skit with racist connotations? Yeah, it was. Has he apologized for it? He certainly has. Has he murdered anybody? Nope. Has he said some things I probably would have said? Certainly has. But it comes down to, have they tried to change? Have they made a difference? Have they tried to do better? Have they gone above and beyond to help somebody else? And when it comes to him versus some of like the two brands that I said that I won't ever support, it comes down to the fact that I have seen the things that he's done. I've read quite a bit of the shit. I've stayed up on the drama. I watch the drama channels because, well, I'm bored. Sometimes I find this stuff interesting. Sometimes it makes me wonder why they talk about the same shit over and over again. And they beat a dead horse. Literally, they beat a dead horse. And it just makes me want to just scream, shut up at my phone. But I have seen real progress and change on certain individuals. And then people are like, oh, well, if you support this brand, then you don't support that brand. Well, I've seen some brands that have done some things that I probably would have reacted the same way. And I know I have reacted in very similar ways as some of these brand owners. And you know what I have to say to that? They're human. They're fallible. They are run by people, which means we have feelings and we have thoughts and we have opinions. And you know what? Somebody might just say the wrong thing and that's it. We're done. And I know it takes a lot for me to get to my breaking point. A lot. I can take a lot of shit, but when I've been inundated with the same shit over and over and over and over and over again, I'm going to just let you have it. Because I've been sitting on all that stuff for a while, and then you do that one last thing and it pushes me over the edge, and I'm boom, everything's out. And I hold no holds bars, man. I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna tell you exactly where you can go, how you can get there, and how I feel about it. And I warn you before I do it. I mean, I usually give multiple warnings as to, hey, that shit's it's getting to be too much. You need to cut it out, or you need to back it up, or if you do want, meow, what? Well, come here. Why don't you sit out there and talk to me? Come here. Come here. My bed weight. Hi, baby. Ow, ow, no claws on my neck. Hi. How are you? That's my nose you just sniffed. And you're not going outside. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. You big monster. There. Is that more comfortable? You want to sit in a red chair? Or are you comfortable right there? My big boy. I'm just going to go sleep. So, anyways, usually I let somebody know before I'm going to explode. And I tell them, look, and just one more thing, that's going to be it. The last, straw that broke the camel's back. And they usually know it's coming. Because I'm pretty vocal about it. I'm pretty quiet for the most part. Pretty chill, really relaxed. But man, when I'm mad, you just better watch out. Because there's only been a few times in my life where I haven't been able to stop myself. And other people have had to stop me. And if I get to the point where I can't stop myself, there's an issue. And I can be violent. But I usually don't resort to violence. I usually do verbal assaults. So I'm going to stand there and I'm going to tell you everything under the sun. And you're going to end up walking away from the situation crying, most likely. Because, like I said, I don't hold anything back. And, hi. Are you a good boy? Oh, that was a little rude. I was going to boop your nose with my nose, but I guess not. You're so rotten. Oh, my big boy. My big monster. I have cat hair on my nose now. And I know for a fact I have cat hair on my pants. And because I haven't reloaded my lip balm in a while, thankfully I don't have cat hair on that yet. You love your mommy? You love your mommy? don't claw my arm. Ow. You're a big kitty. You don't realize how big your hands are. Looks like I need to cut your nails again, too. Oh, get all testy with me. You want to go sit in the red chair? I am live streaming right now, and all I'm doing is talking to you at the moment instead of the camera. Hey, Jen. What you doing, buddy? Ow, ow, ow. Don't claw me. Those hurt. Well, I died. I think it was like 5 o'clock when I was heading to bed this afternoon. So I'd been up about 12 hours. And then I laid in bed. I've been watching this, I don't know what channel it came on, but it's called Legion. Dad bought the series, and I guess season 4 just came out. But I was watching season 2, like episode 20, 19 or 20. And so I watched one episode of that, and it was like 7 o'clock at that point when I finally looked at my phone and then rolled over. So I didn't technically go to sleep until sometime after 7 p.m. So I only slept until 10:15, 10:30. So, ow, wow, 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 ow, ow. I got a bunch of whole needle marks in my chest now. I stayed up a lot longer than I was going to because, like I said, I think I got a shower at like 2:30 this afternoon, 2:40, something like that. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look on Twitter to see when I said I was going to go live later because I said something on Twitter, and yeah, I had claws in my chest. Then I got a shower, and Dad asked me something, and I think last time I looked, it was like 3:30 or it was almost 4. I sat back down and did something on my computer for a few minutes, and then I was waiting on picture files to convert from my SD card to my computer, and I sent. I did some pictures on like Twitter and Instagram of like sneak peeks of holiday look number 3, and sent sneak peek pictures to one person on Twitter, and then I sent pictures to my friend Jason, and I wanted his opinion on it. And my dad was like, "Oh, that looks like shit." I'm like, "Gee, thanks." And so I got a second opinion from Jason, and he thought it would be like more defined, and I didn't do as much definition as I wanted. I think the reason for me not doing it as defined as I normally would have is because I'm going to do something similar in another look, and I want that to be like exact, like copy exact to the picture. And so I think that's why today I kind of did like a general idea of the makeup. The base makeup turned out absolutely beautiful. Now, I used a new primer today with that Makeup Revolution Fast Base foundation stick. I used a new primer with it, and like my face looked really, really dry. And I had a couple of spots on my face that were like burning within the first couple of minutes of putting it on. So that wasn't good. And then when I got looking at the pictures outside, and you can tell even in this lighting that my face is darker than my neck. And so my foundation is more of a shade match to my neck because my neck is the closest color to like the rest of me. 10 hours ago. Yeah, but I was still up because I'd have to look at my phone because I was messaging somebody on Twitter, and I'll look and see what the last message sent was because we were talking about my yard. 5:11 p.m. was the last time I responded to the message, and then I watched that episode, and the episodes are an hour. So that would have put me at watching that episode till at least 6. And then I started watching the next episode. And I was like starting to get tired. And I swear, these damn this cat emoji thing, I don't even know if it's going to pick up. Let's see if I can turn it. It says, I woke up this morning with a penis drawn on my face, and the cat says it was traced. I was like, oh my God. I don't know what this cat picture is from. I'm guessing the 2 girls are from some Bachelor episode or something like that. But that's too funny. Anyways, sorry. Somebody posted a thing that said something they had posted like a year ago. Ow, your heel is digging into my, ow, ow, ow. All right. I gotta move the monster. Here, come sit in the red chair. I'm tired of getting clawed and dug and kicked. No, get your ass back in that chair. You sat with me for 20 minutes. You can sit over there. I'm covered in cat hair now. Oh yeah, I've been. My friend Amanda shares a lot of them on Facebook, and I'm like I said, I don't know where they came from. I don't know what the cat sitting. Sorry, Callie. I'm sorry, mamas. I don't know what the cat sitting at that dinner table is all about. And like I said, I think the 2 girls are from, it looks like some Bachelor episode because the one girl's got a really bad fake tan on. And I mean bad fake tan. So, yeah. Oh, I got this in the mail today. I'm surprised because the last one I got, I guess it has been about a month. Let me look. It's right here. Because let's see. Tell me when. Please deliver Wednesday through Friday, 11:30 to 11:01, or 10:30 to 11:01. This one says, please deliver Monday through Wednesday, 12:02 to 12:04. So I got it a day. I got it 2 days early. But this is the one that I did that video for. And I've got like my notes and stuff in here from when I did that video. But this one arrived today. And I like getting these. Ooh, that smells good. I like the other side better. Oh, that smells nice. I only got 2 this time. I thought there's usually 4 of these in here. But I like getting these. Occasionally I stick them in an order And I've been doing like massive listing on Depop. Like right now, I've got my drawer of 2 gauges out. I've got 2 gauge tapers all over my desk from what I was doing this morning. I got a little bit of those left to do. Oh, I was sniffing things. I was sniffing the perfume samples from the Ulta catalog. I don't know. I like looking at these. There's quite a few things in here I would never buy. And, you know, that's 2 more brands I guess I could put on my no-no list that I like the way some of the things look, but I would never buy from them. And that's like KKW Beauty or Kylie Beauty or Kylie Cosmetics or Kylie, whatever the fuck you want to call her. I don't ever want to buy anything from the Kardashians, ever. And if anybody ever bought me something from the Kardashians, I would probably send it back. I have only seen a couple of episodes of the Keeping Up with the Kardashians. What are you doing? Kids. So I'm not like, I don't understand why they're so popular. I think they're annoying. I think they're fake. I think that they've got more money than sense. And so I don't want anything to do with them. That's just how I feel. I also don't understand reality TV because it's all scripted. It's not like real. So, I don't know. I don't know. I guess I need entertainment with substance behind it and something to make my mind go, because I will find, like, when I'm watching certain YouTube channels that I've actually stopped watching quite a few of them because the content is so redundant. They talk about the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm trying not to do that because, or they're rude, straight up rude. I won't ever tell somebody, I don't care about your content because it's shit I won't watch. I think that is probably the rudest thing you could say to somebody, saying, hey, could you check out my channel? I had somebody leave me a comment the other day. I looked at her channel. It's nothing that I would be interested in. It's like shopping hauls and stuff like that. That stuff doesn't interest me. I don't care about name brands. I don't care about hauls. I don't care about that kind of stuff. So, I'm not going to subscribe to a channel and watch them if I don't like the content. I don't like watching try-on hauls. I don't like watching clothing hauls, period. I don't like watching lookbooks. Like Graveyard Girl used to do those lookbooks, and the outfits that she used to put together made me scratch my head. Like, half the shit looked like some Barbie threw up on her, and I'm like, the hell is that? And she's my age, which is, you know, saying something. I mean, literally, I think she's my age or a year younger. I don't watch stuff like that. I don't like watching cooking videos. I don't. I don't like watching vlogs for the most part. I don't give a crap what you do with your day. Now, what things that I do find interesting are tiny houses, tiny house designs, gardening, like tips and how-tos. Those I find interesting. New tech gadgets that come out and what they do and how they work, or the people that like disassemble things and figure out how they work on the inside, or talk about pros and cons, some of the new equipment that's coming out. That stuff interests me. Watching video game breakdowns and watching the like newer versions of the games that are going to be coming out and seeing what's on the market and still going, yep, what I'm playing is better. Not going to waste my time. I like watching that stuff. I like watching beauty content. I like seeing the new releases. Now, granted, I do kind of get burnout because helping on Jen's channel with What's Up in Makeup is I get to see what the show's going to be before everybody else. And I mean, I still watch the show. Don't get me wrong. I still watch her show, but then I was seeing like 5 and 6 other people posting while I buy it things, and I just got to the point where it was just too much. I watched Samantha March do it. I will watch Lauren May Beauty do it. I will watch Spooky Lips and Fat Hips do it. And occasionally when Nisa Pisa uploads, I will watch her do it. But I was also seeing like Amy Loves Makeup do it. I unsubscribed from her. I was watching Angelica Nyquist do it. And I unsubscribed from her. Wow, typing, Rebecca. Yeah, I'm not having any buffering issues. I'm like, because I'm still streaming over here, and you can, see, and I'm only a few seconds behind in delay. So, we might be at 10-second delay, maybe a 15-second delay. Sometimes if you like close the stream, like for example, I'll downsize it. Hello. How did you turn that direction? There you go. If you downsize it and then swipe, it'll like, or on a phone, you just hit the little X and it exits out. And then you refresh your page and then you click back to it and it'll reload it. It allows you to like reload the stream, but sometimes it takes that to refresh it. But yeah, Frog, I don't know why you're like buffering, because like I said, I'm watching on my end here and I'm not having any issues. Why you keep turning sideways? Stop. There's a little house on my iPad. What's the house for? There's a little house icon down here. I clicked it. Buy and send. Oh, it's a super chat. I guess the cheapest you could do is 99 cents. And $99.99 is the most you can send. Well, that's kind of neat. I've never seen it on my iPad before. Sorry. Found something new. Yeah, that might be doing it too. Why? I just laid you down on my leg and now you want to turn this up. I give up. Now, there are 3 other people in this live stream. Is anybody else noticing that I'm buffering? Hey, Amanda. Do I look okay? Am I buffering? Frog is having issues. She's saying that I'm like buffering or the stream keeps stopping. And like I said, I'm watching it on my iPad. This is on my second channel, so this isn't the same channel that I'm streaming from. So, so that's why I was like, I did another stream, but Frog was saying that I was buffering real bad, so I stopped it and restarted it. So I've been doing this for another hour. And I think there's a hole in my coffee cup. It's like, it's got a swig left, and that's about it. What are you doing? What? You're too fat for that. Your ass don't fit. That's why you keep sliding off. My cat is laying out there on the stool in the foyer, and he is too big to be laying on it. And so half of him falls off either the other side of the stool, or like he'll lay down on it and like half of his back and his belly like pooges over the side. And then I keep hearing like pick noises, and what he's doing is he's reaching over the other side with his hand or his claws, and he's like trying to hold on to the edge of the stool so it doesn't slide off. But telling him he's too fat for it does not help, because then I just get a dirty look instead. And someone who looks like me keeps drinking it. You mean I got a doppelganger? God damn it, I need to catch that bitch. I can get her to do the housework for me. God, can you imagine two of me? So, you know what? It would be amazing if there was a way for me to be like two different people, because then one could cook and clean and do laundry and sleep and eat, and then the other one of me could just be creative all the time. We don't have any ghosts in this house. They'd be awfully stupid if they tried to come in. They really would. If a ghost tried to come in this house, I'm sure they'd be set on fire immediately. I mean, we've had stuff outside the house try and get in, but you know, the whole 2:00 in the morning, you hear a knock on the door and you go to the door and you open it and there ain't nothing there. Well, there ain't nothing there, but you just let something in. Yes, Amanda, you have a beautiful cat named Ghost. And one that mean mugs you all the time too. But yeah, no, if you've ever been sitting somewhere, like we have these big windows behind me. But I'll be sitting here and you'll see a shadow like go from one end to the other. And you're like, Dad usually says, don't go open the front door. I'm like, come on. I wanted to let it in. He goes, don't open the front door. I'm like, okay. I mean, it's just kind of one of those things. So, yeah. If Dad says not to do something, for the most part, there's really good reason why you shouldn't do something. Especially when it comes to, like, he doesn't like it even when I was a kid, he doesn't like it when we're outside at dusk, because that's when the veil is the thinnest. And like my dad gets really weirded out. He can feel the energy change. And I'm not as sensitive to that as I am some of the other stuff. But it's like when the night guards and the day guards are switching shifts, it's like you can feel that energy change if you're outside. But like my dad like ushers me in the house at like dusk. Oh geez. Well, that would suck, trying to explain to those people that it's like 100+ years later. You sliding off again, son? Okay. Fat boy. Ooh. Am I getting a glare, Bubby? Yo, asshole. Why are you glaring at me? Oh, now you're going to give me a smiley face, huh? Well, fuck you too. Cats. I don't know. I think dealing with ghosts and stuff, it can be very traumatic for some people. Other people like me, it's like, hi, you know. They're people too. But if you don't know what you're dealing with and it really irritates me, like these weekend witch people that they want to come out for like Halloween and pull out a Ouija board and call their dead spirits. I'm like, you're stupid. You don't mess with shit you don't understand. Don't do it. Don't touch a Ouija board. Don't buy a Ouija board. Don't even invite that shit in your house, because it's going to be hell trying to get the shit out. And Oh, that would be amazing. I think that would be awesome, Amanda. I'd probably just sit there all day and talk to them, the ones that were left. I think that would be awesome. But then again, I'm not normal, so. Amanda, you're pagan like I am, right? I used to work in a restaurant in Umatilla called Stana's, and there was the people that initially owned the building. They lived in it was a restaurant downstairs, and then on the third story there was a residence. Well, the husband, I guess, was cheating on the wife, and the wife ended up couldn't take it anymore, and she hung herself. And so we would be like in the back working, or the restaurant wouldn't even be open, and one of us would be in the bathroom cleaning or doing like day prep or night prep or whatever. But like you would see her walk by, or you would see her like crying and walk into a bathroom stall, and it was like kind of eerie at times, because like we had a bunch of customers and stuff that used to, mention it. But yeah, the building, she stayed in the building, and she wasn't like malevolent or anything like that, but you'd see her sometimes. You just, be standing somewhere and she would just walk right past you. It was kind of neat. But again, that stuff doesn't bother me. I was the kid that used to want to go sleep at the graveyard. So I've always been a little weird. Is there any specific holiday look requests that you guys want me to do? Like I said, I've got 3 filmed so far. I had planned on getting like 4 or 5 filmed in November. But being sick kind of like screwed up my entire schedule. I must have, let me look. I guess I could look on my computer because it would be probably faster, but see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had 11 looks planned just with pictures. 11. And I have, the graphics and stuff saved in Dropbox. And then I have, it was funny. You could always tell who was faking it and who wasn't faking it when you would go out ghost hunting, and people would be like, "Oh, did you just get chills?" I'm like, "Nope, I farted." And they'd be like, "What?" I'm like, "Dude, you're like psyching yourself out." But yeah, well, my dad tried to use it today to take pictures of the look that I did outside. And he's like, "How the fuck do you see with this thing?" I was like, "Well, you don't, because some bitch broke it." He's like, "I'm still paying on this fucking camera." I was like, "No, you're not. I am." He bought it. He bought it outright. Let me find. I haven't even looked at the file in a while. Because literally I haven't done, up until I think last Saturday, I hadn't done any makeup in over 2 weeks because I was that sick. Guess it would help if I put my eyeballs on. Here it is, December. Nope, that's the descriptions for it. Holiday look description boxes. We'll try that. I'm opening my Word file Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the first time I've been sick in over 2 years. This isn't the right file. Here it is, 2019 Christmas holiday. What? What do you mean you can't find it? Where the hell did it go? I'm gonna be mad if I can't find it. It says the file that I had saved is no longer on my computer. Here it is right here. It's in the wrong fucking folder. No wonder I couldn't find it. Okay, so I had Christmas tree with red balls, garland, Christmas lights, blue and silvery look, fireplace, Yule log, Yule look, holly look, red and green look, green and burgundy look, green and gold look, burgundy and gold look, red and silver look, and winter deer look. Those were all the lists that I had. Those are all the looks that I had planned, and I'm gonna put an asterisk next to the ones that I actually did. So technically, 4 of those idea looks have been completed. I still want to do Christmas lights. I think that'll probably be the next one I do, because I talked about it in today's video. And then I even have a list started for Halloween next year's makeup. Like, I have graphics pulled. I've got 2020 Halloween makeup look ideas, and I've got like 15 pictures pulled for that too. So, blue and white. A lot of people do blue and white. I think that's why I did blue and silver. And I might do a purple and silver or purple and white, because I've already done like the blue and white or blue and silver. It's like an icy blue. You'll understand on Monday. And I'm not posting any of the pictures or anything until Tuesday or Monday night. Well, if I don't make myself accountable for my channel, like, this is the information for the 2 looks that I did today. And then on the other side of that, I have stuff written down on videos that I want to get filmed or that people have asked me to film. So I know I try and keep track of stuff because I am a serial procrastinator. I am really, really good at doing shit last minute. Like, I've always been really good at like working really well under pressure. I do a fantastic job in a very short amount of time. And there are times when like I'm kind of ho hum with things and I don't stay on my own ass. And I'm like, well, I'm going to watch some TV, or I'll watch some Netflix, or I'll go, I don't know, make food in the kitchen, or I'll go do this, or I'll just go sit outside and stare at the sky. And then nothing gets done. And then I'm like, oh my God, I got this to do, and I got this to do, and I got this to do. And then I like rush and get it all done in like an hour. And then of course my body pays for it later. But icy pink. Well, I did just get in blood sugar. So I've only used 2 shades out of it so far. So I do have the blood sugar palette so I could do a look with that. And like another thing that I was thinking of, I have this picture that I shared on Facebook, and it's technically food, but it's these cute candy cane, like reindeer looking things. And I thought that was so cute. And I was thinking maybe I should recreate that as a makeup look. So I don't know if I will or not, but I really kind of wish that I had that white Jeffree Star liquid lipstick, because some of the concealers that I use for the white are not as opaque as I would like them to be. Yeah, well, we talked about some controversial things with Jeffree Star earlier, because I am so fucking tired of everybody going, oh, well, this person's a racist, and oh, this person doesn't like black people, and this person doesn't like Hispanics, and this person said this like X many years ago. I don't give a fuck. Why are you butthurt about something that person did X amount of years ago? I don't get it. And the other thing is why did they save conversations like from 5-6 years ago? And why are they just now posting this shit now? That shit drives me nuts. Absolutely drives me nuts. I don't save my conversations. Like I said, and I only save things for like legal reasons. Like if there's money exchanging hand or there's a legally binding whatever going on, that's the only time I'll ever like screenshot something. Either that or I got some rude ass comment about my nose or whatever. But for the most part, I don't screenshot that stuff. I don't save those things. I don't see the point in it. I don't understand how somebody can do that to their friend. I mean, what kind of friends keeps tabs on somebody for the shit that they done? Like, I have a friend that I've known since I was like 8, and she's been a whore since I was 8. Like, she was sneaking out of the house fucking boys before we were 10. But it's not like I wrote it in. I mean, I might have wrote it in my diary, but it's not like we like told everybody about it unless somebody like asked. It's not like we were, on Twitter going, oh, Erica snuck out again and she's fucking some boy, in the Orange Grove. Like, that's the kind of shit that this reminds me of. Okay. And we didn't do this when I was a kid, and we didn't do this when I was growing up. And why all of a sudden are all of these kids doing this shit online or bringing up the past to somebody? We all have a past. We all have done shit. We've all said shit. We've all been shit. See, and I don't understand. Like, I have direct messages with both you and Amanda Frog, and I have screenshotted stuff that I've seen on Twitter, and I've sent you a message about it, and I've talked some shit or whatever. But like, that stays in that conversation. I'm not going to like screenshot that conversation and like post it online. Like, I have another friend that I talk to that like every time I see somebody's post on Twitter, it makes me want to rip my eyes out. And I screenshot it and I send the message to this person, and I'm like, can I puke yet? And I get a quippy reply back from the other person. And we do this all the time. Or I get a picture from that person and they're like, oh, look, they're trying to shove X, Y, and Z down X, Y, and Z's again. And I'm like, can I just mute that person already? I don't follow them. I unsubscribed. I unliked. I everything that I could. But because people that I follow like that person, I keep seeing their shit in my feed, and I'm tired of it. And it's constantly the same day in and day out, and I'm ready to just scream. Right. Well, Frog, and you call me for a 5-minute phone call. Like I said, call me. I will give you a 20-minute breakdown on everything that's going on. And then we end up spending an hour and 45 minutes on the phone. So. Oh, Crystal's saying that she missed my live. Crap. I got to reply to her real quick. Maybe she'll realize I'm live right now. I gotta go blow my nose. Why did it? I'm trying to thumbs up the damn comment and it put the damn thumbs down button on it. Get off that shit. Anyways, sorry. I try, like, if I see a comment, and it doesn't matter if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you know, like it is right now, or 5 o'clock p.m. If I see a comment come in on my channel, I immediately go and I try and reply to it. She was on the other live stream and she said, sorry, I missed your live. So hopefully she realizes and she comes here, because I just replied to her comment and said, you know, I'm live now. So hopefully she'll see it. But like, whenever I get a comment, I try and like reply to it ASAP. And I'm not a very big YouTuber, so I don't get hundreds of comments. I'm lucky if I get a comment on a video. But I have noticed that ever since I started asking people to do certain things during the videos, and I've been putting it at the end, not only does it tell me who watches my videos start to finish, but it's also a really good gauge of like where I say in the video, use XYZ or say XYZ as a comment. It lets me know that they've either watched that far or they waited until they got done watching the video to comment. Oh, are you talking about the drama and everybody being all up in arms about something somebody said between them and another person? Amanda, we all have a life. I haven't watched your video that you put up. Was it yesterday? Day before? The, oh gosh, what was her name? Paris Hilton. The Paris Hilton makeup thing. I haven't watched that yet. I saw it. I haven't watched it yet. Hey, Crystal. I was like, oh gosh, I hope she makes it over here. But yeah, I haven't watched yours yet, Amanda, but I've also been trying to play catch up. So in the past, like yesterday, I recorded 3 videos. Today, technically, I've recorded 3. So trying to play catch up. Let me look and see. Because I've got one more video that's ready to go up on YouTube right now. And then we've got the holiday look part 1 and part 2. So that's 2 videos right there. So I'm going to go ahead and add the one that's ready to go. I have holiday look 1 and holiday look 2 that's already ready to go. I've got my face brush declutter. I have my my face brush inventory and my eye brush inventory. So that's 2 separate videos. I have one last ASMR video that I've recorded. And it looks like I've got one more. I don't know why those are on there. What date were those? How many minutes? 18 minutes? That might be the wrap-up video. And then I have, it looks like I've got the wrap-up video and I've got the ordering from Jeffree Star thing video that I wanted to do where I like show how they come in and show how long it took to order and my thought process behind all of it and pros and cons to some of the things and that kind of thing. So I've got 9 videos right now, 2 of which are already scheduled to go up. One of them will go up on Monday. The other one, I was going to post it today, but I said, nah, I'll wait. So right now I've got, 6 videos that need to be essentially edited that I've recorded and that are ready to be edited right now. Oh, why am I still up? Let's see. I got up at 5 something this morning. I played with makeup for about 5 or 6 hours. Recorded a couple makeup looks. I even recorded a how I take it off kind of video. That's still on the SD card on the camera. Oh, that makes 7 videos I got to edit. Then I took a shower and laid down and watched some episode of the series that I'm watching right now. Then I took a nap and I got up about 10:15 p.m. So I don't know. I'll go to bed when I'm tired. I've got a bunch of shit I got to film. I've been trying to catch up on my. I don't have like a lot of the things that I have in like my watch list are all like documentaries, so or game related. Well, I was sick for 2.5 weeks. I'm still kind of sick, and I'm still trying to get over it. Actually, that reminds me. Let me go blow my nose in the bathroom real quick. So I still have 2 palettes that I have to swatch and do videos for. One of them I've only used like, once, so I haven't really got a good grip on it yet. So there's that. I probably would have left it up. But I guess it's up to you what you leave on your channel, what you don't. Only time I ever delete anything is if there's like an issue or it's like a duplicate upload or it's like a minute long or less and it's like the video and audio are so bad that I've only ever flown Delta, so I don't know. I've been in a Delta airplane a couple of times. That's about it. Oh, see, that I would have deleted. But I had somebody comment. This was funny. 13 hours ago, somebody commented on my battle of the Jeffree Star palettes, Blue Blood versus Jawbreaker, where I did one eye with one palette and one eye with the other palette. This person says you can't really compare them. My reply was, well, too bad, I already did. So I don't know. I've been getting a little snippy with some of my comments lately. And I had somebody on my other channel, my second channel, leave me a comment about I need to brush my hair on my face more. And I said, well, too fucking bad. I can't stand having hair touching my face. So Amanda, maybe it might be better if you talk to me about this like privately or whatever, but I don't understand with the court stuff that you're going through why you personally would have had to pull down like the ballet thing that you had up with that person in it, or the trip to the beach family vlog thing. I don't understand why you had to pull those things down. That doesn't make sense to me. There was nothing wrong with those videos. Yeah, she herself personally isn't in the court battle, but her Bruce is her significant other, and he's dealing with a psycho bitch. And so, wow, really? Well, you can actually, the judge won't be able to review them if they're marked private. That you have to put them as unlisted in order to do that, for them to actually view it. But I only have a paralegal degree and an A in legal studies, so don't listen to me. But from somebody who's dealt with family law quite a bit and court matters along those lines, I don't see anything wrong with what you've put in your videos. So I don't understand why, unless she's just being a cunt. And you know I don't use that word very lightly. But calling a spade, man. She's psycho. I don't understand how she has any rights at all, but oh, wow. So wait, she downloaded it like on the YouTube app? Because if you privated those videos, and you can't save that stuff off of YouTube, it stays in like YouTube. It doesn't like save off onto your computer or something for viewing later. It saves off onto the actual YouTube app. But there's some legalities right there that you could get her for saving off your content, because it's a form of theft. But yeah, if she downloaded it on like the YouTube app and then you privated the video, then she can't access that download anymore. Well, privating everything, your views are still there. Your comments are still there. Your likes are still there. All of that is still there. So if you take your video off of private and make it like unlisted or public again, all that stuff still stays there. It's when you actually physically delete the videos that it hurts your channel. So oh, well. Wait a minute. You said Bruce is an IT. That just gave me an idea. But I'll be nice. I just had an evil thought. Yes, it is, and it's his ex. Hello? I'd like to understand how that is supposed to be, Amanda. Because, like, if you're a bad influence, then technically I am too. Is it because you're peeing in the men's bathroom at the Costco? Is that why you're a bad influence? Sorry, I can't. When I was little, Bubby, stop beating shit with your tail, boy. Next, it'll actually be you instead of the wall. I thump. Keep glaring at me, motherfucker. I have the battery acid bottle over here. I can just squirt you in the butt from here. Okay, so when I was a kid, all right, that's it. Battery acid. Okay, so my parents we used to go to like Sam's Club. Costco wasn't a thing when I was a kid. There was no such thing as Costco or BJ's or any of that stuff. It was Sam's. So we were at Sam's, and I guess my dad had to go pee or something, and my brother was with my mom, and my dad and I were off somewhere else. And so he drugged me to the bathroom, and I had to pee too. And I was little. I was like 8 or younger. So my dad took me in the men's bathroom, and I'm standing against the wall, and he goes in and goes to go pee in a stall, and there's a floor drain not too far from where I'm at, near where the sinks are. And I kid you not, I Kaba squatted over that motherfucker and frogged it, and it was peeing in the drain. I was peeing in the drain on the floor when my dad came out of the stall, and he about freaked out. He said, "Why didn't you tell me you had to go?" I said, the stall, the other stall was taken, and I had to go. So I went right in the drain on the floor. So I was wearing a dress. It's not like it really mattered, but I was just a kid. So I've peed in the men's bathroom at the Sam's Club. So literally peed in the bathroom. But yeah, no, I mean, you gotta go. You gotta go. So I've frogged it in bushes before. I've stood on the side of the road and done it. Doesn't matter. So so technically I did it long before you did, Amanda. Yeah, Amanda always makes me laugh. I like, the first thing I want to do when I start her video is write LOL and send it and then go back and edit my comment later. You're buffering on your own, Frog, because I'm not buffering over here. I'm still moving. So I don't know. I've done some really strange things, but then again, I used to pick up chewing gum off the sidewalk and stick it in my mouth. So I think that's why I'm such a germaphobe now. Oh, I'd have been like, all right, get your fat ass off the door. I don't understand why women do shit like that. It's like they go in the bathroom and it's a powwow. Oh. That's when you throw a penny on the floor and see which one bends it over to pick it up. And when they're bending over to pick it up, you shove them and then they end up on the floor. And then that way you can get in the bathroom. But then again, that would also be mean. So, but it's an idea. Yeah. What? Hi, buddy. Oh, come here. Do I have to break my back to pet you? What? Well, you walk all the way over there. I can't reach you back there. They're like hanging out on the. Trying to get it so you can see. There you go. Now you can see them. Got Jack. I just scared Callie, and then Connor is behind her. There. Now you can see Connor. Hi, man. He's like, fuck you, I was sleeping. Showing you the front door. There you go. Oh, I talked about that in my other live stream, Crystal. I think, number one, when Ashley said that it wasn't for her to accept his apology, actually, I think she's wrong, because if somebody makes an apology, the person watching that apology has the decision to make on whether they will accept it or not. That person viewing it. Not because his apology was aimed towards a certain person or a certain race. I don't think that that should be a thing. I think that, say I fuck up and I do something and I apologize. If I make a broad general apology, like Rich's video, then that broad general apology should apply to everybody. Now, if I fuck up and I make a derogatory comment or a slang comment or racist comment targeting a specific culture, if I say all Arabics are, and then finish it with something else, then when I make an apology video, I address the Arabic community. then it is me directing my apology to that community and apologizing for whatever I had said. It is up to an Arabic person on how they feel, whether they should accept my apology or not. But I think with the general broad apology that Rich did, it doesn't, like, he didn't specify black people or dark colored people or African people. He didn't specify that in his video. So I think that people should be, whether it's like with the Jeffrey situation, if you accept his apology, you accept his apology, you move on. It's not for only people of certain skin tones to accept an apology from said person, unless, again, it is specifically directed at that person. I don't care for Rich Lux. I only subscribed to his channel the past couple of months because all of Nick's giveaways were required. You were required to subscribe and follow them on, both of them, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. So that's the only reason why I'm subscribed to Rich Lux, is because of Nick Snyder. I've watched Nick Snyder for years. I'm talking like since he was on Trisha's channel, since he was on Vanderpump Rules. You know, I've watched Nick for a while. I started watching Ashley Kyle when she was under 20,000 subscribers. I didn't start watching Dustin Daily until he was at like 25, 30,000 subscribers. I remember when he hit 30,000 subscribers, I stopped watching Peter Mon because it was the same stuff over and over and over and over again, just like some of the beauty channels I was watching. I stopped watching Allie Glines. I stopped watching Emily Noel. I stopped watching Angelica Nyquist. I stopped watching Annette's Makeup Corner and Amy Loves Makeup. And a lot of the smaller channels that I used to watch, I stopped watching all of them because it was the same, over and over and over again. And I got tired of it. So, well, and I think, and I watch Tea by Allie, and I used to watch Ashley, the Beauty by Ashley. I don't watch her channel anymore. Occasionally I'll watch one on like an MLM, but other than that, I don't watch her channel anymore either. I think that, and at one point I used to watch Sam from Here for the Tea, and she got to be quite nasty. So I stopped watching her. I watched like that John Cookie and asshole for like a year and realized what a douche he was and stopped watching him. I watched Mango Tea for like 2 or 3 months and caught him on a YouNow live stream. I screen recorded that motherfucker. He is awful. So yeah, but like, I don't know, I guess. Making sure I don't have to explode again. I stopped watching Sam because she would do a YouNow stream and she would tell people to go fuck off. She'd tell people to go kill themselves. She was rude all the time. She would like cuss you out at the drop of a hat. She'd tell people to get the fuck out of her stream. She'd be like, I hate you, go kill yourself. And then she'd, change topics. I can't. I won't. So, yeah, I'm not going to deal with that shit. I'm not going to watch it. I'm not going to promote it. I'm not going to give them a view or a like or any of that kind of crap, because I don't think, right? That's accurate. I mean, I used to watch T-Spill, but I haven't seen her post anything in a while. And then the Spill channel, when that one first came up, I kept getting recommended and recommended and recommended and recommended and recommended. I was like, fine, I'll watch one. Oh my God. I kept like telling them to go away. And finally I watched one. And then next thing I knew, that was like all that I saw. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck did I do now? All right, I got to blow my nose again, and my batteries in my vape died, so I'll be right back. I got the Siamese. Where's the Siamese? Oh, I got it. I got it. Hi. Oh, hey, buddy. Hello. Oh, did mommy got it? Yeah, mommy's got it. What, mommy can't hold it? It's like, no, put me down. Put me down. You knock your stuff over, Jack Jack. I'm so mean. Yeah, Amanda, I agree with that. That's one reason why I don't really touch on the drama and I don't talk about I think about it all the time. I think about how I would react to some of these things and what I would say or how I feel about certain situations, like the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks, the Jaclyn Hill highlighters, the batch codes being the same. And somebody who has worked with cosmetic manufacturing, I know how that stuff works. So a lot of the lies and stuff that she's said and come up with are, it makes me want to rip my hair out and scream. The palette issues with the Jeffree Star Shane Dawson launch, the site crashing, like I couldn't even get into my own website the past few days because the web host was down. So I know what it's like from like the business aspect of some of these things. And Jack hair up my nose. Yeah, he's a Siamese. They're always loud and obnoxious and chicken shits. But like, I don't know. I understand how that stuff works behind the scenes, and I think the way some of those things have been handled really poorly. And then, of course, you got the drama channels that like blow shit out of the water and blow shit out of proportion. And they talk about things that they don't understand. They talk about things that they have no understanding of. They don't know how the stuff works. They don't understand how the behind the scenes works. They don't talk to anybody that knows how that stuff works. And then they're just pulling shit up out their ass. And that's one thing I don't like. I understand. They're just viewing the situation and giving an opinion on it. But wouldn't it be better if they viewed the situation, did some research, and then gave an opinion on it at that point when they were more informed on how that stuff works? That's what I look at. I guess it's because I am so research oriented. Like I try and when I'm talking about a product, I try and look at a lot of that stuff. Or I come at it from like a professional's perspective. And yeah, I'm always curious how much money these people make on like a video, because like My videos get like 20 views. And there's channels with 1,000 subscribers that get way more views than I get. Like, let me go to my videos, and I'll give you an idea. Like when I live stream, it's funny, even though there might be somebody in, like Frog is usually in my live stream from start to finish, and it'll say 0 monetized playbacks. Why? I don't know. All I know is that for whatever reason, that it doesn't allow for accurate information, I guess. But like my empties video that went up yesterday, 17 views, 12 comments, 6 likes. Let me pull up the actual analytics for it. And of course, the time to record the video, edit the video, upload it, find the products that I actually recommended, and link them. Okay, 15 views is what it says on the analytics, 1.6 watch time hours, audience retention 5 minutes and 16 seconds, estimated monetized playbacks 9. 9 out of 16 views, 9 of them were monetized. Why only some of them? I don't understand. And then it says, let's see what other, it hasn't been up for 48 hours, so it doesn't show me a whole lot of information. But the video is 18 minutes long, and most people watch 5 minutes of it, which is it's a lot longer than what most people usually watch it for. It says it's had 294 impressions, click-through rate is 3.4%, 15 views. And then it shows like YouTube search and browser features and things like that. But on average, the majority of my videos get 20, 25 views or less. And I have almost 4,000 subscribers. And I have asked YouTube time and time and time again to audit my account and to go through my subscribers and find out if they're real accounts or fake accounts. Because all I know is with the amount of views that I get, I should have 1,000 subscribers or less, because YouTube states that, shut up, that 10% of your subscriber count watches your videos, which means if I'm getting 25 views on a video, that means only 250 people are subscribed to me. I mean, yeah, that's a low number, but to me, where I'm at with the, 3,025, 3,035. Let's see. Yeah, most of my videos the past like 2 weeks have gotten less than 20 views. All right, 38,025 current subscribers. And I'll copy this and paste it in. See, Amanda, and that's not too bad. But what you should be getting for 1,000 subscribers is 100 views a video, minimum, is what YouTube says that we should be getting. But with 3,825 subscribers on my channel, that means I should expect within the first 48 hours of video it goes up, I should expect between 300 and 400 views on a video, not 16, 17, 20. 22, 5, 8, 11. And that's what I usually get. That's why I think at least, 2,000, if not 3,000 of my subscribers are like bot accounts, like BOT, like fake accounts or whatever. Because I remember, was it last year or the year before, they had an issue and a bunch of us got hacked, and all of a sudden like all these like Russian accounts started following my channel. And I mean, I had the emails where it said that they followed, but I don't know, I think it's weird. Yeah. And see, and I kind of wish that if you're not watching a channel, don't subscribe to it. Now, there are channels that I do watch that I'm not subscribed to. Like Sierra Schultze, I watch her videos occasionally, but I'm not subscribed to her because I don't want to watch all her content. And it's not like we get paid by the subscriber numbers. We don't get paid by, okay, well, this person's subscribed to you, so you're going to earn more money from them because they're subscribed versus you're going to earn less money if they're not subscribed. There's nothing that says that that's the case. So whether you're subscribed to a channel or not, it doesn't make a difference. It just shows different in the back end. It does hurt us. It hurts us quite a bit with the analytics, what our CPM is. It hurts us with like things like Social Blue Book and TubeBuddy and Social Blade. It hurts those numbers quite a bit to have X amount of subscribers, X amount of views, and, you know, I'm going to paste in my views for videos for the last several videos. Whoops, I'm putting an M in instead of a comma. Just to give you an idea, okay, those are all my views on the videos for the last 30 videos. And one of them, out of those 30 videos, 1, 2, 3, 4 are private. Well, one's unlisted, but one of them is my Patreon end screen, which I guess I can make that public. That's not a big deal. I'll go ahead and change that right now. I did that so I could post it because thank you, Crystal, for becoming a patron. You honestly have no idea how much that means to me. And then I've got the first impression wrap up of the mini controversy, and then my holiday look 1 and 2. And then everything else is public. So 3 videos out of 27, or out of 30 videos, which is 27 videos, technically 26, are published on my channel. But those are the views I was getting. 17 views, 15, 17, 16, 19, 15. And then there's quite a few of them in the 30s, a few in the 20s. There's a couple in there. One was like 83, but that was, I think, my hair. The 62 views was my October 2019 makeup and skincare declutter. The 41 views was the frustration with the Shane Jeffrey collab. 83 views was the 7-month hair length update. See, and I hate Facetune. I hate it when I can tell people have Facetuned. And I've actually been saving pictures off from Instagram lately, and I've got like 5 or 6 of them saved so far because I'm going to be doing a video on it. Because I think, especially when it comes to like makeup looks, that it ruins the entire thing. It ruins how people look at things. It ruins how people think about certain makeup And I don't like the whole face tuning things. Like women that are over 50 that face tune their face to blur their lines and wrinkles and stuff, and you can tell it's blurred because it messes with other stuff in the pictures. I think it looks awful. And there's a makeup brand that has been face tuning all of her pictures for her makeup products, and you can't tell how the makeup looks because she face tunes it so badly that, and it's filtered out the wazoo, that you can't honestly tell what the makeup looks like. It's that bad. Oh God, I've seen them where they have no pores on their fucking face. None. And I'm like, really? And I posted a picture on my Instagram and my Twitter, and I said, can you guess what these are? And somebody didn't even know what it was. And they were like, she said something about, oh, I didn't realize that was skin. I just couldn't tell what all that texture was. I said, you mean my pores? Because where I had it, you could see like the pores on my face behind the makeup. And let me see. Oh, I got a message from Jason. All right. Here's the picture. And this is blown up. So you can see all the like texture and just get off that. You can see all the little pores and stuff. That's my skin. But like but when I was trying to do, let me see if I can just, pull up the actual picture. That's just a zoomed in shot of the actual, picture. But like the comment that I got on it was they couldn't tell what that was. And I have peach fuzz on my face. And then I have pores on my skin. I have wrinkles on my forehead. Oh my God. I have wrinkles under my eyes and I have dark circles, and heaven forbid, I've got a zit coming up right here and it kind of itches. I got another one coming up right next to it. I got one on my chin that I got this morning from putting that primer on. I got one right here. Oh, heaven forbid you have an imperfection. I also have gray hair. Big fucking whoop. Jason's confused. Okay, so he says that he just woke up, but he after he put dinner away, he completely fell asleep. So I said, ROFL turkey belly. I said, I'm still live. He goes, that's good. I see your video went up and you hadn't said when you were going to post it, or I was tired, or I would have tried to set an alarm. And I didn't post a video today. I told him I was going to go live later. I don't know. I just, it's funny because I have those like little tinkle razors, but you can see I can grab the peach fuzz on my face. And I tried shaving my face, and you know what my face did after the first time I tried shaving this stuff off? Is it freaked out. I was so dry that my skin, just doing this, it like hurt. And then I broke out. I had all these like little breakouts underneath my skin, everywhere that I shave. And it's like, if you've ever used one of those charcoal peel-off masks, you know, the ones that also rips your hair out. Yes, your skin is like super soft, but then I get a bazillion breakouts from it. And it's like, I don't know. It was so awful that I don't use them anymore. I have them. I have 2 brand new ones that I haven't even used. I bought a 3-pack. I've used the one, never used the other ones. And I don't want to ever use them again. But it's like, I don't know. I don't shave my face. I don't shave the hair. I mean, granted, I'll clean up around my like eyebrows and stuff that grows in up here. But I don't even mess with the hair that grows here. Like the eyebrow hairs that grow up here, I leave them be. Why mess with them? They're happy. I leave them. But like, somebody just dropped off. See, my dad used to have those epilator things, the ones where it sends like electric current to the hair. He used to use those when I was younger, and he gets really bad ingrown hairs on his neck. Like my dad, when I was a kid growing up, used to buy the powdered soap for black men to shave because he was allergic to most shaving creams when I was growing up. So he had to use the old school powdered stuff that was marketed towards ethnic skin. And then he had to use very specific razors. Like for the longest time, my dad couldn't even use an electric razor because it would make him break out. So, well, like I said, one is me because I've got my iPad going. One's you, Crystal, and Amanda. And then Jason might pop in. I don't know. He's trying to figure out coffee. He hasn't wrote back yet, so. Yeah, and I only tweeze up here. Like I said, I tweeze to clean up the few hairs that I get that grow in here. And I have like one eyebrow hair that grows all the way the fuck down here. I'm like, the tail ended up here. Why are you growing all the way down? So I yank it out. Well, and Amanda, your hair's blonde naturally anyway, so I don't know how that would look unless your brows are naturally darker than your hair. Are you back? All I said was, are you back? Did I hurt your feelings? Asshole? Fucking sensitive ass cat. Yeah, I don't know then, Frog. I don't know then. Okay, so since you guys are my like core audience anyways, I was kind of bad. And Crystal knows about it. So I wasn't like sneaky bad because somebody at least knew about it. And I don't even think I told you, Frog. Well, going gray. I don't have any gray eyebrows yet. That's one thing I don't have. I do have a shiny little gray nose hair that grows right here in the corner of my nose, and it curls out. It's a little short, shiny silver hair that grows right here on my nose. I yanked that sucker out. I think it's cute, but it like tickles my nose and makes me sneeze. So I rip it out. That's fine. They can be weird all they want, as long as they're not being weird in chat. Okay, so Crystal knows about this because we talked about it, because Crystal, when she signed up for Patreon, what I usually do is I ask what they want the money to go to. Like the one guy who did a big donation on there for like the first month and then went down to like the dollar payment. I asked him, what do you want? Do you want me to use the money for? And he said, put it towards my computer. So Crystal said, use it for whatever. And I says, well, I really want to get, and I know I had talked about it with Sylvia. I wanted to finish getting those Zodiac palettes, but the only ones I could still buy was the Virgo palette, and then they just came out with the Sagittarius palette. The Libra palette and the Scorpio palette and the Leo palette are no longer on the BH Cosmetics website. You can buy them on the German website, but because I'm not in Germany, and I'm not about to ask a relative over there to buy them and then ship them over here to me, I can't buy the Leo, the Libra, and the Scorpio palette. And because they never listed the Libra and the Scorpio palette on their US site for sale, I'll never be able to get those 3 palettes. So when I saw that they had the Sagittarius palette was out, I let Sylvia know. She was mad, but she placed an order the other day for it. She also picked up the Virgo palette because she didn't have that one yet either. So I went on there to look for brushes that Shelby had asked me about, the 16, the 17, and 18 brushes that I use all the time, the Studio Pro brushes. I had gone on there to look for those, and I realized that they were having 70% off, and the palettes were $4 each. A $15 palette for $4. And I had already told Crystal that, when the money hit in December that I would be buying the palette. So I already knew I was planning on buying, and you guys knew I was going to buy them anyways, if I was able to. So I went ahead and took the $9 that was in Patreon and deposited in my checking account. And then I had an order come in on my website the same day that I had done that. So that money was already going to hit my account. So I was bad. And I placed an order on BH Cosmetics on Thanksgiving Day, which I don't celebrate Thanksgiving because it's just another reason for white people to celebrate murdering Native Americans. So, so I ended up picking up I have a white backdrop, but it's kind of tricky in trying to use it because of where I film and how I have to film. So, I don't know. I thought about filming in my room, but the lighting in there is so bad that that's why I still film in the bathroom. But yeah, if I had like a backdrop, I could just use push pins on, like a paper one, use push pins on the wall. I think I could probably get away with that, or hang up like hooks or something and put eyelets or something in them. But yeah, something like that. That's what I was thinking. Something temporary to put it on the wall long enough to film and then take it back down. But I went ahead and did an order on BH Cosmetics on the Thanksgiving Day and did like an afterpay thing. So I did get a couple of things that I've been wanting to get from BH. And I did pick up a couple of extra brushes, and I'm going to be putting one of each of those brushes that I ordered in the giveaway. So in a giveaway, I have 2 giveaways I'm doing in December. I got to record that part of the video still today, but well, I think my dad would bitch if I taped mine to the wall because the tape would leave glue residue. So that's why I figured if I had push pins or something up that I could just pin it in to that. But then again, Dad would probably bitch because I'm putting holes in the wall. So you can't win for losing. You either have glue stuck on the wall or you got holes. What do you want? But yeah, so I thought that was funny. The door in the deep freezer, right? Use what you got. Use what you got. And see, like this is my computer set up here. So I'm like in a little corner nook where I'm at here. So the desk behind me is all like my business crap. And then I've got more of it out there, but I really don't have many places to film. I used to film sitting on the couch in the living room, in like my really early videos, but it's so dark in the living room. Even with all the lights on, it's still dark because it's all wood paneling. That's why I don't film out there anymore. There's no point. So I don't. So I do have a small, I guess you could call it, haul for, and I did this last year too. I did a like Black Friday, Thanksgiving haul for BH Cosmetics. So I don't even know. Let me look. I don't even know how much I spent. But I know it was enough to qualify me for free shipping. So that was at least, it was at least $40. And I did Afterpay. So YouTube, I should have enough money in December to pay off my Afterpay. Yeah, they're still doing 70% off on BH right now. And they're still doing free shipping on orders over 50. So I'm guessing that's their Black Friday sale. Yeah, everything here is dark. And the funny thing is, people are so leery about BH Cosmetics, but like their newer palettes, compared to the palettes that I bought last April, the palettes now, oh, I spent $40 exactly. I spent $40 even on BH Cosmetics because I found a coupon for like $10 off. So here, I'll copy this and paste it into chat. That's how much my order was. And like I said, so there's the coupon code that I used. I got the Sagittarius palette for $4.20, the Virgo palette for $4.20. I bought another eyeshadow palette that I had in a video wish list. And like I've always told you guys, if it's in a video wish list, it means I want that item. I will eventually buy it. So I picked up an item from a video wish list. I got that on sale. It was like $25 or $20. I got it for $12. I picked up 2 eyeliners for $2.40 each. I bought a couple of pairs of lashes in different designs. They're $2.25 each. And my Ardell lashes are more expensive than that. I picked up a different brow pencil, which was $4.20. And I picked up brushes that ranged from $1.60 to $2. And I picked up 4 different brush designs. And I picked up 2 of each brush so that not only would I have one to keep, but I have another one that I can give away. So spending $40, I'm getting, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 brushes, 4 pairs of lashes, a brow pencil, 2 eyeliners, and 3 eyeshadow palettes for $40 flat. I think that's a pretty good deal. And I know that I'm going to enjoy the 2 palettes, the 2 Zodiac palettes, because one of them is like solid purple. And then the other one is like colors that I don't really own. And then the third palette is one of their newer releases. And there were some neutral shades in there, but it's mainly a neutral palette with like 3 or 4 shades that are like pops of color. But I like those pops of color, and I don't have anything specifically that color in my collection. I have things that are similar to it, but not along that shade line. So I was like, ooh. So I got it. Ooh. Ooh. See, and like I got my Jawbreaker palette on Afterpay. I bought it. Let me pull up Jeffree Star website. Palette on Afterpay. I bought it. Let me pull up Jeffree Star website. then too. So this was like June or July, I want to say, because I got a payout from YouTube in July. I got a payout in February for $141, and then I got a payout in July for like 110 or 112, something like that. So I knew I wanted that palette. I tell you what, seeing Jeffrey in like full glam makeup up here with no shirt on, it's like startling, because you expect this to be a woman and then you see no shirt and you're like, it takes me a minute. He makes a beautiful woman though. God damn, does he make a gorgeous woman. But then you see him with no shirt on, you're like, oh, right, he's a dude. He can get away with wearing no shirt. I mean, I wear no bra most of the time. I mean, I'm sitting here with no bra on, so, I mean, but, I mean, honestly, can you guys really, does it really look like I need to wear a bra? Honestly, no. In the almost 40 years I've had them, other than being pregnant, I've never really needed to wear a bra. I mean, I wear them in public, but that's only because I have weird nipples. All right, so I placed that order for the Jawbreaker palette August 5th. So my YouTube money had just hit. So I did Afterpay with that, and that was a $75 order because I paid $13 in shipping for that palette, plus tax, and they charged me 2 different sets of tax. So I paid about $5 in tax. So a $58 palette cost me $75 and change. I did Afterpay. I made the first payment, and then by the end of the first week, a week before I even needed to make another payment, I had already made a payment. And then I sold something on my website like the next week. I had like 3 orders in a row. I was freaking shocked. So I went ahead and made my 3rd payment. And then I had money come in some other way. I had money that came in somehow, and I had enough to pay off the balance, and I did. So something that should have taken me like 2 months or 2.5 months to pay off, I don't know how long they do it. I know it's every other week. But like I had that entire thing paid off in like 3.5 weeks. From the time I placed the order to the time I got it to the time I paid it off, I literally, from the August 5th, 3.5 weeks later, I had the entire order paid off because I don't like owing money. Right? I agree with that, Amanda. I mean, I am female. I have mostly girl parts. I'm missing a few, and I've had children. So I'm okay with people calling me female. But like with Jeffrey, because, and if you listen to him talk, he is a man who is gay, who loves a man, but also loves makeup. So when people try and call him queen, he's like kind of reluctant. If you've ever watched like carefully, he's kind of reluctant to acknowledge that term. So I think Jeffrey really is like a man that's very androgynous, looks very effeminate at times. But like if you listen to his voice is very deep, it's very resonant. He has a very rich voice. But like I think Jeffrey enjoys being a man. I don't think Jeffrey is and this is in just my opinion, I don't think using female pronouns would work for him. And I think he might actually correct somebody if they did use them too much. I think a slip up here and there might be okay, but I think if you overuse female pronouns for him, he might actually just be like, enough. Because I think Jeffrey's, I guess I'm a lot like that in a way because I don't like the labels, and I don't think Jeffrey likes the labels either. Like, he's been with women, but he prefers men. I've been with men and women, and I don't have a preference over either of them. But he prefers to use the term gay versus bi, which is perfectly acceptable. And most of the time, he'll tell you he's a gay man, but he doesn't like constantly shove it down your throat that he's a gay man. And I think there's a difference in that. Like, my mom, yeah, John McLean. I think John is a beautiful man. He still uses his masculine pronouns. And I see him as a man that would date either men or women. I don't think, and he's been very careful in how he says things. And that's somebody I used to watch that I don't watch anymore because he got redundant. But like, he's very specific about when he talks about relationships. He's been very vague on details on whether or not he prefers one over the other. I think, to be honest, I think John would go either way. And like I said, he is a man like Jeffrey who likes makeup, who looks beautiful in makeup, looks like a damn woman, very androgynous, but uses masculine pronouns. So take it however you want. But I think, like with my mom, Donna, she was a man. DNA, genetically, still a man. As she appears to people, she's female. Uses female pronouns. And if you use male pronouns around her to address her or reference her, she will correct you. And I think I've maybe slipped up once or twice in all the years that I've known her and used a male pronoun. And she kind of like made a joke about it, how she's like, oh, you must be referring to Douglas. I'm like, Douglas? And I've got this like big question mark. And she's like, yeah, who I used to be. I'm like, oh, right. I like completely forgot. And I'm like, it doesn't dawn on me that Donna used to be Doug most of the time, or that Doug is now Donna. It doesn't click. There's like the little light bulb string hasn't been pulled all the way. It's like kind of pulled enough that the light's coming on, but you haven't like finished pulling it to click the light all the way on. So it's like it registers, but it doesn't always register completely. And so it takes me a minute sometimes to remember that Donna used to be Douglas. And I think it's funny. I maybe that's why my view on men in makeup is so different, is because I don't put labels on shit. If I see a man in makeup, I'm not automatically going to assume he's gay or he is, only interested in men or things like that. That's not something that I look at, because now usually, and I know this is really bad and I shouldn't do this, when they open their mouth and they speak, I'm like, yep, they're gay. I don't know what it is. Every gay man I have ever heard all sound the same sing-songy type of way. Even if they're not out, people that are not out of the closet, you can hear it in their voice. You can hear it in the way they talk. You can hear it in their enunciations, no matter what race they are. You can tell they're gay. And I don't know what it is about it. And maybe it's awful of me to say that, but ever since I was a kid, I've always known who was gay and who wasn't, even when it was very passé, very like hush hush, very don't talk about it, they're gay kind of thing. Because Mary and Mark, that were our housekeepers and maids and stuff like that when I was a kid, Mark was gay. And I knew he was gay when I was little, because I could tell. It wasn't because he looked effeminate. He didn't. He didn't act effeminate. He didn't swish. He didn't walk a certain way. He didn't do things like this with his hands when he talked, and he wasn't all flamboyant and stuff. He didn't do that. It was the way he said certain things that made me go, aha. It was, ow, 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 what the hell? Feels like something biting the shit out of my ankle. Okay, just my imagination. Thought it was a flea. I think everybody's falling asleep on me. So anyways, I could always tell who was gay and who wasn't just by the way that they spoke. And I don't know why that is, but I've never met somebody that is a gay man it hasn't been a dead giveaway that they're gay just by how they talk. I kind of figured if y'all were going to sleep on me. I mean, I'm kind of being boring right now. But anyway, so upcoming BH Cosmetics haul, live stream later in the day whenever I go to bed and get up. I still have editing to do. For my live stream Shop My Stash for the month of December, I still have to record my November wrap up. So I will get that recorded. I'll probably make another cup of coffee and then go record that. So that'll be the next video. And then I'll edit. Yeah. I mean, it's late. It's 2:30 in the morning. Welcome to my world. And I'm fixing to start my day. So, hey, I get up and I'm productive whenever I can be, because with fibromyalgia, I never know when that bitch is going to kick my ass. She takes me outside and throws me around on the curb a few times and beats me against the head and throws leaves at me and kicks me in the nuts a few times and then drags me back in the house by my hair. So whenever I, a fibro visit comes, I never know when or where or how. So I just have to be ready. And I'm productive as much as I can be until I hear the knock. So mine's, yeah, but you have medication. I don't have my gabapentin anymore. I don't have my muscle relaxers. I don't have pain meds. I don't have any of that stuff anymore. I'm doing it the vitamin route, and it takes the edge off, but it doesn't cut it. It really doesn't. I will be doing a real talk with Rebecca about fibromyalgia soon. I've just got to pull some more research and my books and whatnot. Yeah. I'm like this morning, I got like 13 or 14 new items listed on my Depop store all before 6 o'clock. And I'd only been up for like 40 minutes. I'd already edited and was already uploading my first video. I was working on my second video. I was planning out. I'd already pulled all the eyeshadow palettes to do my makeup look. So, I mean, I was super productive this morning. So it's like, it just depends. Sometimes I wake up and I feel like sludge. And other times I wake up and I'm like, and you're like, and you're like, oh God, I gotta stop that shit. All right. Good night, ladies and gents, if there's any in here. I will let you guys go. Like I said, somebody keeps drinking my coffee, and if I catch that motherfucker, I swear I'm gonna beat somebody's ass. So I'm gonna go refill my coffee, and I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna watch and see who comes and takes my coffee. And if I catch her or him, I'm gonna beat their ass. I tell you, I'm gonna beat their ass if I'm drinking my coffee. All right, I will see you guys in a few hours. Get some sleep, everybody. I'm gonna get to work. The life of a YouTuber. I haven't even played any video games today. So since I went to bed at like 2 something yesterday morning, well, about 24 hours ago when I went to bed, that was the last time I'd played a video game. So, yeah. Looks like me. What are you saying? I got to beat my own ass for drinking my coffee? Damn it. I'm going to have to record that. That'd be funny. Can you imagine videotaping yourself kicking your own ass? I think I'd laugh at that. All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming to the live stream. And I will see you guys in a few hours to do a December Shop My Stash. Bye.